Hi everyone, how are you? Welcome to Creative Session 1. Today we're going to be creating a fun Eclipse card. A little bit different than what we've done before. I actually saw it from my friend Lissa Tisner in Australia. And I'm like, oh, I have to create this. This is such a fun card. And I get to highlight some of our... Yep, I am. And there are comments coming through, but they're not coming through on my channel. So I will do my best to try to look and see who's with us, any questions that you have. I see Tammy, Kim. Yep, I know I was buffering, but I should be okay now, Kim. Midge, hello. Sharon, Kathy, Vicky, Rachel. Hi, guys. Thanks for joining. So this is going to be one of my classes to go. It's strictly going to be a scrapbook workshop class. It's going to be featured in December, but I couldn't wait to share it with you guys. Perfect timing for to capture your holiday memories. This workshop is going to be featuring the Traditions of Christmas paper pack, DSP. Look how beautiful that is. This I used cardstock, but we're going to be using velvet. And if you guys have not seen our velvet paper, it is so pretty, perfect for the holidays. And we've got some pine tree trimmings, die cuts here, some embellishments. So here are the 2 pages. Again, this is white velvet. So the velvet pack comes in this, it says real red, but it looks more like cherry cobbler. It comes in white and it comes in a beautiful green. So here is the 1 page, and this comes with a sticker paper pack as well and embellishments. That is the 1 page layout, and here is the 2nd page layout. Again, featuring some of the velvet as accents, and on the trees, a bunch of stickers. So stay tuned. If you're not on my VIP page, you do want to follow me. It'll be posted and promoted there as well. So obviously you guys know I have to share tons of inspiration. Hi Diane, how are you? Hi Nikki. All right, so here is a beautiful, it's called, actually I'm not really quite sure what it's called, but I'm calling it the Vertical Eclipse card, right? In this card, I am featuring the where did I just put my ruler? We're going to cut these down to, both sheets are going to be 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. So what I'm going to do is cut this down, and then I'm going to mark it off so I have the exact same pattern within each other. Can you guys see it? Okay. We're going to go 4 3/4. And what did I say? 3 1/2? Just going to double check that. And 3 1/2. So I'm going to go, actually I'm going to cut this over to 3.75. And then I'm going to cut off a 1/4 strip on the other side. So how pretty is this? wait till you see how it's going to create that dimensional look. Again, I'm going to cut this off at 4.75. Nope, I'm cutting it the wrong way. Sorry. I want to go this way, 4.75. You want to do it the exact same way that you cut your other piece. And then we are going to go 3.75 this way. And you can use a pencil to mark it off if you can't recall. And we're going to go 3.5 this way. So if I did this right, we have two identical pieces that look exactly the same. All right, so you can get rid of these scrap pieces of paper right here. And we are going to cut one of these down. And you can use different dimensions. I'm using 1/2 inch increments all the way across. So you have and we're just gonna, and actually you can do this vertically as well. I'm sorry, horizontally. We are doing it vertically. And what you want to do, which I didn't do right away, is you want to keep these in the exact same order that you cut them. It'll be easier for you to remember on how to place it on your sheet. So I just want to make sure we keep these all in order so that we can line them up perfectly on our card. Thanks, Sharon, with the reminder of my measurements. You always have my back. All right, so now we're going to take this piece and we're going to mount this on here. And basically, I have taken this to be 4 by, I'm just going to measure it, 5 by 3 3/4. 5 by 3 3/4. We're going to adhere that. I'm going to line that right up to here, nice and centered. Adhesive strip. So every other page you're going to get, you're going to do foam tape. Yep, I know. I keep getting notifications that I'm buffering and then I'm not buffering. All right, so we're going to line that up. Gonna line that up just like that. Add our adhesive strip to every other piece. Right. And there we have our base vertical ladder Eclipse card. And I have cut down, this is basic beige cardstock. I'm just going to fold it in half, or you can score it at 4 1/4. And we're going to add this to the top of our card. With a nice crease there. Line that up in the center. And then I chose our Beautiful Motives stamp set. I'm going to use the stamp Just a Note. And then, if you guys have not checked out our newest, one of our newest products, oh, where did I put it? I think I have it put aside. For one of my other creative sessions, but our punch is amazing. This cuts all these different dovetails on here. So what I did was I used our Lost Lagoon, and I did a punch on that, and then we are going to stamp, and I just cut out a little trim of basic white, and we're going to stamp Just a Note. All right, that's Thinking of You. Where's my Just a Note? There it is. Hard to read these things upside down. So I was debating, do I go with the Misty Moonlight or do I go with black? And because I think there's so much color in here already, I think I'm going to go with our basic black Memento. And if you guys were watching my earlier video, I was really struggling with our Stamp and Seal. So I did some research. And what I was doing wrong was I was applying too much pressure. You don't need to, you just need to lightly roll over what you're going to put adhesive on. So silly me. I do have a heavy hand at times, so ask my husband. There we go. We're going to put some dimensionals on the back of here. It is a pretty color, isn't it, Tammy? We're just going to add that right there. Perfect little sentiment piece, right? And we have these extra strips here. So if you wanted to just add some little accent pieces on the inside, put your, you don't have to on this one because it's a light color base, but I would probably put a piece of white cardstock in the center here and add some of these accent pieces right on the outer edge. How pretty would that be? So there you have it, our vertical eclipse cards for you to create. That is your challenge for Creative Session 2. Posted in the album that states Creative Session, no, I'm sorry, Creative Session 1. Creative Session 1. Post your cards in Creative Session 1 and earn 50 points. Thanks, guys, so much for joining. I don't know if I've missed any of my comments, so I will go back and review them. I appreciate you joining me. I appreciate your patience with the buffering. Again, if you got tired of watching, just come back. When you come back to watch the replay, the buffering will disappear. So have fun, and we'll see you in a little bit. We're going to be playing bingo, I believe, at 12:30, did I say? Well, keep an eye out on your posts because it'll be there. So thanks and have fun crafting. Bye.